All right, let's look at the homework 6, problem number 19. All right, so we're going to use the implicit differentiation to find the y prime. Then we want to find the slope of the tangent line. All right, so let's do that. All right, so before we take the derivative, I'm going to actually rewrite this equation this way. All right, so 7 is already there. All right, and then here. Natural log x times y. If you have a multiplication inside, we can write it as addition outside. So it's going to be 7 times natural log of x plus natural log of y. Right? And this is equal to, right hand side it stays the same, y squared minus 1. All right, so I just rewrote it. All right, let's take the derivative from there. All right, so we're going to take the derivative with respect to x. All right, 7 is just a constant. I'm just to write it up here. All right, derivative of natural log of x is 1 over x, so that's easy enough. All right, then derivative of natural log of y would be y prime over y. All right. Y prime is there because of the chain rule, all right, instead of just the 1 over y. All right, so that's the derivative. And the derivative of the right-hand side, derivative of y squared would be 2y, but you have to multiply by y prime, all right? And the derivative of negative 1 is 0, all right? So we have that. And then what I'm going to do is, I don't like fraction here, so I'm going to actually multiply by, let's see, xy. So multiply by xy. The reason why we multiply by xy is that there's an x on the bottom here and a y is on the bottom there. All right, so 7 still stays there. All right, so xy times 1 over x, x cancel out, so you're going to get just y. All right, xy times y prime over y cancel out, so you're going to have x times y prime. All right, then this is equal to, and you have a 2y is already, so you have a xy squared y prime. All right, then I'm going to distribute 7 to each term. We get 7y plus 7xy prime. All right, and also I'm going to actually move this term over to this side. All right, so we're going to have, so I'm going to subtract 2xy squared y prime. So you have a minus 2xy squared y prime is equal to 0. All right, then we can just simply, let's say we're trying to solve for y prime, right? So I'm going to move 7y over to the other side since this guy doesn't have y prime in it. So I'm going to subtract 7y. And then I'm going to, factor out the y prime, right? So y prime, factor it out because it's a common factor. So you have a y prime. And then from this term, you have 7x, right? So you put that here, 7x. And from this term, we have minus 2xy squared. So you have a minus 2xy squared. And this is equal to, so 7y over to the other side, negative 7y. All right, so we're almost there. So we just need to, since we want to isolate the y prime, we're going to divide through by quantity 7x minus 2xy squared. All right, so we have that. So we're going to get the y prime, which is what we wanted. All right, so you have a negative 7y. Then you have a 7x. Actually, x is in common. You can pull x out. All right, so you have a 7 minus x is out, so you have a 2y squared. All right, so that's the derivative. So let's type it in. All right, so what we got was, let's see, negative 7y and divided by x times quantity 7 minus 2y squared. All right, so we got that. All right, if you really want, you could, distribute this negative sign here so that it becomes positive 2y squared minus 7. Maybe let's do that. It looks a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to incorporate this negative sign. So it's going to be plus 2y squared. And then we're going to have subtract 7. All right, so let's check the answer. All right, we got that. All right, and then we just have to evaluate this derivative at 1, 1. So we put 1 for x and 1 for y. So let's do that. All right, so here we actually rewrote it as 7y over x times 2y squared minus 7. All right, so if you evaluate y prime at 1, 1, you're going to get 7 times 1 over 1 times 2 times 1 squared minus 7. All right, so what's this? So you have a 7 times 1 is 7, and that's 1. So it's a 2 minus 7 is negative 5. All right, so we have negative 7 over 5. So let's type it in. All right, negative 7 over 5. All right, let's check the answer. All right, we got that. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.